Hey there, welcome back. Each of the previous episodes was designed to break down the three pillars of my EZS method. Pillar one, innovative authority. Pillar two, infinite sales highway. And pillar three, results and retention. What I'm going to do here is cover the five biggest questions that you still may have. Now, I've gone ahead and created a transcript of this episode, so you can click on the link in the show notes and it'll take you to a searchable document where you can find and read the answer to your questions. Otherwise, you can continue going through this audio episode and I'll cover them here. We have a 98% success rate. And what that means is that my clients have, at minimum, made back their investment, if not doubled, tripled, or even 10x their investment during the time of the program. And that isn't by accident. It's because we make success damn near inevitable. Now, one of the ways that we do that is by recognizing that there are three things that attribute to your success: what you bring to the table, what I bring to the table, and the process. We focus on what you bring to the table during our vetting and expectations, setting a process that we know can ensure that you are ready. And as far as what I bring to the table, here's the thing. This is my life's work, and the results I achieve for you are part of my legacy, not just marketing hype. I take this responsibility incredibly seriously. And lastly, I've designed the process itself to make success inevitable. It's a data-driven and proactive system that leaves no room for guesswork. All right, with that said, let's just get into our first question. Question number one. I know you've done this with other niches, but have you done this before with my niche? Innovation, mimic decision making, getting leads to sell themselves rather than chasing and convincing, and delivering phenomenal results. This is how you successfully run a business in any niche, in any industry, on any continent, on any planet. There is no way around it. You can be the hot dog stand with a line around the block, or you can be the one shouting, "Get your hot dogs," until you're blue in the face. And the differentiator is innovation, mimic decision making, and phenomenal results. It's simple, but without support, and to be frank, the easiest method, it's significantly challenging to do. So yes, this will work with your niche because there are universal principles and strategies of human behavior applied to marketing, sales, and retention. That said, I've worked with every niche you have ever heard of, and then another couple hundred more that you've never heard of. On top of that, there's no one size fits all copy and paste strategies in this program. You won't have to take the model for coaches and try to apply it to an e-commerce business or vice versa. Together, we apply these universal principles and strategies specific to your niche. And honestly, I want you to graduate from this entry-level thinking of niche and realize that innovation makes your niche irrelevant. And since it's me delivering and me you'll be working with, I'm able to create a unique strategy that's shaped around your specific business and innovation in a way that fits like a glove. No chasing, no convincing, no forcing. I have the receipts to back this up. I've already helped over 400 coaches, consultants, and expert service-based businesses become the incomparable innovative solutions in every imaginable niche, from sandwich shop owners to coaches, course creators, healers, therapists, lawyers, doctors, and even niches and industries you've never heard of. People like Anna Marie, who was able to double her investment in 21 days. And while that financial success alone was incredible, as a nerd for strategy and systems, what I love the most is how she emphasizes the seamless results mechanisms of the EZS method. According to Anna Marie, each piece builds upon the next, making it incredibly simple for her to set up an automated marketing and selling system. She attributes her unprecedented success to this streamlined process. Or let me tell you about Steph. When Steph and I started working together, she was deep into the convincing game. She had worked with a number of different big name coaches already who had her doing 2-call closes and doing some tactics that felt totally out of alignment with both her values and how she actually wanted to be spending her time. After we implemented the EZS method, we were able to remove not just the need for 2-call close, but we were actually able to remove a bunch of steps in her sales process that were taking up a lot of time and turning off her high intent leads. Here's the favorite part of Steph's story. Instead of 2-call closes and convincing, Steph now has 20-minute calls because before she can even say anything, people are asking her, "Okay, Steph, I'm in. How can I get started?" No more convincing and no more chasing. And because of this huge change, she was not only able to finally start her revolution, but she was able to do so while actually taking vacations all over the world. So let's jump into question number two. I'm not good at video or TikTok or writing email blasts. Will this still work for me? The short answer is this. We're moving away from short-lived tactics and into long-lasting strategies. Gimmicks focus on the newest trend, but the EZS method doesn't rely on tactical marketing that requires you to follow a specific trend in order for it to be successful. This is a leverage strategy, meaning you can, and my clients have, implemented this method on any social platform and through various mediums such as video, audio, written content, live speaking engagements, or even through your book. And you can do so because messaging that arises from innovation can permeate any platform through any method of communication. So if TikTok is your jam, have at it. If you'd rather write, let's do it. Prefer hosting or being a guest on a podcast? Let's get going. The easiest method is not limited to one communication modality or social platform. We develop the strategy and systems that work for your specific personality in your preferred medium on your preferred platform. This was a question Erica had as well. So I asked her how she feels now that she's experienced success with the EasyS method. Here's what she shares. Naz, your authentic compassion for your students is the real deal. I'll speak in I statements, but I feel confident that they could be we statements. I never feel rushed. I always feel important. You work within my zone and you don't try to get me to fit into some box. You don't guess at what I'm trying to do. You take time to understand it. You're open to the flow of communication in both directions. And I feel you're there to serve us. And it's not just about growing your biz. I'm not a number. I'm a real person. And I'm grateful for you, Naz. Now on to question number 3. This sounds perfect, but I've tried programs before that sound super amazing. But once I get in, it ends up being a big disappointment. How is this going to be different? Oh, yes. So I call this the catfish effect. It's when someone's marketing is amazing, it speaks directly to your soul and hits all the right points. You feel both nervous and excited, so you take a leap of faith and sign up, hoping it'll be the missing piece of your next level of success. But then you discover that the reality doesn't match the picture that was painted. The program is often disorganized, run by a group of coaches instead of the person it's built around, and you constantly feel like you're missing the bigger picture, wasting months implementing strategies only to find broken or unoptimized elements down the line. The list goes on. With me, it's different. What you see is what you get. Values, strategy, and systems are what set me apart. We are highly selective about who we bring into our programs and only bring on a set number of clients a month to allow us to fully support each client individually. Results and retention are core components of my methodology, which means getting you results is not just a value, but an innovative genius in itself. To achieve this, I'm deeply involved throughout the entire process. I get into your business, understanding it better than you do. I mirror back your innovative advantage by seeing patterns in the data, market behavior, and your passion that others can't see. I can guide your messaging and positioning with the voice of innovation. Being on the front lines and in the trenches with you, shoulder to shoulder, allows me to deliver support and interactions without outsourcing. Strategy sessions and implementation calls are always led by me, not another coach. This commitment will never change. While my personal involvement sets this program apart, it's not the sole reason for life-changing results. Personality alone is not enough. Methodology is crucial. In a previous episode, I asked the question, if a program lacks methodology, what guides it? A methodology distills your genius into an approach and method that can be followed, leading to proactive programming and results mechanisms. I practice what I preach. This program proactively anticipates your questions, potential obstacles, and areas where you may need clarity. Results mechanisms are in place so you don't have to ask or get frustrated. I've already addressed those questions and obstacles, making your journey smoother and avoiding major pitfalls before they even arise. If you want to go at 100 miles per hour, you can. You don't have to stop and get stuck and post a question in the group and hope I respond in a timely manner so you can keep going. All the tools and results mechanisms are already in place, allowing you to move at your desired speed. Success becomes inevitable because everything you need is readily available. I was talking with one of my clients, Kaylee, about making success inevitable, and here's what she wanted to share. Okay, y'all, if you're on the fence about working with Naz, I'm here to tell you that it is time to do the dang thing. I've been in memberships, had coaches, taken courses, and paid for a buttload of trainings and thought that they were all amazing until I started working with Naz. She blows everyone else out of the water. Like seriously, the amount of personalized attention, feedback, and dedication that she has to her clients is incredible. For example, today we did a mock sales call, and not only did she help me rework my call structure and packages, but she also lovingly tore into me for playing small and positioning myself as a service provider instead of the strategist that I am. She then proceeded to help me work through my messaging so that my value is unmissable for potential clients, and gave me a personalized script to use on discovery calls that basically makes it impossible for potential clients to say no. The attention to detail, the support, the personalization. Working with Naz is the best investment that I have ever made for my business. Which leads us to question number 4. How much time will I need? This question is largely dependent upon where you're at in your business and your own creative process. I usually advise people to dedicate 2 to 4 hours a week into this. That said, I work with people who believe their success is inevitable, are committed to their success being inevitable, and do the work to make their success inevitable. I won't sugarcoat it. Growing and scaling a business requires grit and dedication, two things I cannot manufacture for you. So come prepared to do the work to get the results necessary to create your movement. And question number 5, who is this not a good fit for? My programs are for those who truly believe in creating change and disruption. And disruption means stepping away from the common and ordinary and embracing a new path. This program will be very challenging for you if you're stuck in your ways. If you already have everything figured out and just want someone to show you a new flashy tactic, this isn't for you. To be open to innovation, you have to be flexible because this isn't something that you've been taught before. And look, I know this can feel overwhelming and even cause doubt at times because every coach or expert you've listened to will be teaching you to do the exact opposite of what I do. And yet, that proves what I've been saying about innovation. I am in a category of my own because this is my innovative methodology. My approach and innovation are built on data-driven and evidence-based strategies for growth and scaling. And while we have results mechanisms and customized support in place, this isn't a mindset program. At the same time, what I found is that the biggest cause of people's mindset fears is a lack of clarity, which is absolutely what you'll get. But if you're in need of emotional support, then you'll want to consider finding a mindset program that can specifically support you on that journey. Just know that if you're committed to your success and to strategically and sustainably scaling your business, you're right where you need to be. Now, one last disclaimer. Okay, I just want to share one last disclaimer before we head out. This is not for people who are in a state of desperation. I feel you, I'm with you, but this isn't the program for people who are in a position where they have 2 weeks to make this work or their business is going to get shut down. I don't want you to invest until it makes sense and you're ready. I don't want you to mortgage your house. I'm going to ask you to come into this program when you're ready and committed. Make a strategic decision rather than making this a big bet. You're right, this will change your life, but I don't know how long it will take for you to implement. There are variables that go into your success, and a lot of them are on you. The people who have made the highest ROI in 30 days are the people who come into this making a strategic decision rather than those who take a bet. Behind each of these questions lies years of frustration within an industry where people are tired of being catfished. You know the drill, flashy marketing that promises the world, but the actual program leaves you confused and disappointed. But this program isn't just built around my personal support. We've integrated systems and processes into the program itself, making your success inevitable. Now, in the next video, I'll dive into the nitty-gritty of how we can work together and make that your reality. Remember, we're not here to play it safe. We're here to transform your life and business, turning your message into a movement.